and we're gonna go from here to this.
How to braid.
Right now I have an appointment at 10:30 in the morning. We're gonna do 4 braids with a freestyle and a haircut. So I'm gonna teach you guys how I do it step by step. Let's go. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope I can make it to the shop because I don't have time to stop and get gas. So let's go. I'm back at the shop now with my 10:30 appointment, and we're gonna go from here to this. Yes, sir. Today we're gonna do 4 freestyle braids with the haircut. I'm not gonna show the haircut, but I am going to show the braids. Everything I do step by step. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Let's go. Alright, we're all done with the haircut, so now we're gonna start the braids. Let's go!
So right now we're gonna be using the Gamma blow dryer. We always want to make sure that we blow dry the hair all the way to the scalp because we want it as straight as possible. And this is how it should look after you blow dryer to get it perfect. Right now we're gonna use a special comb to be able to start the parts. You don't need to make them perfect. All you need is to start the guideline for your design. Then we're gonna go with the product and apply it on the part that you just created. And we're gonna go back to the part to perfect it. This is a technique that I learned. I like this comb because it's small and it's white, and I can see the hair that I grabbed with the comb. Take your time. This part is very important. We're gonna take it all the way back, and like I say, make sure your part is perfect. Now we're going to apply the product on the hair on both sides. Now we're gonna comb through the product, and it will give you an easier way to braid the hair. Now we're gonna start parting in the front. We're gonna make a small triangle for us to start our design. Make sure that you grip just a little bit in the front when you start your braids. That's gonna give you a nice defined braid. Take your time, do not rush, especially if this is your first time braiding. Right now we made another part so we could make a zigzag design like you see right here. I'm using my comb to feed in more hair into the braid. Some other people use their nails, but I like to use a comb. So I stop braiding, and now I create another small triangle I make sure that that triangle is nice and straight before I start braiding. Now we're gonna start going towards the other square we just created, nice and slow. Like you see, now we're creating a zigzag design. And we're just gonna keep creating those squares back and forth, and it's gonna give you this type of look. And in the back, we're just gonna take it straight all the way back. Take your time and use the comb to give you that feed in. Now we're gonna start our second braid. Like I said, make sure you take your time. And this process right here, you don't gotta go too fast, too perfect when you parted it. We're gonna go back with the braiding cream on the scalp so we could pass our comb to perfect that part. And it's gonna make it easier to make it straight when you have the product on it. I always make sure I use a hair tie to push the hair to the other side so it's easier for me to braid. And right now we're applying product on the hair to make sure that there is no knots, and we can run the product through the hair with the comb like I'm doing it right now. Always want to do this to prep your hair. Right now we're starting with the small square. Take your time, don't rush. In the beginning, always start with a little bit of hair. Like you see right here, I'm always adding just a little bit, not too much, so you can see the design in the braid. And the whole design is just squares. Just make squares and add them together so it can give you that zigzag look. Take your time. Now we finished 2 braids. Now we're gonna go straight to the middle. I always stay in the front of the customer to make sure that it's nice and straight. And then I go behind him and follow that guideline that I just created. And like I always said, apply only on the scalp so you could pass your special comb to perfect it. Look at that. If you need to use clips to hold your hair, to make everything a lot easier, apply the product on the hair. Now you gotta run through the comb to make sure there's no knots and we're doing the right thing. Right now we're creating the first triangle in the beginning to start that design. And like you see, I am connecting parts. So when you finish the braids, they look super clean. Try to look closely in how I move my fingers. Like you see right here, the parts are always connected, so it could give you that clean design. I'm going to apply the product on the hair and then run my comb through it. Oops. Damn, it broke. I was sad because that was my favorite comb. But nothing's gonna stop us, so let's keep going. Like you see right now, we're finishing up our last braid. Take your time and always use the comb to add the hair. It will look a lot nicer, I promise you. Take your time. We always want to finish strong and clean. Let's go. Now we're gonna use mousse on the braids. What this does is it controls the frizzy hairs and it makes everything so much neater. Now we're gonna put the do-rag and we're gonna apply heat. And make sure you massage it as you do. Run your fingers through the braids and take your time doing this part.
Alright, after you put the do-rag on, you hit it with the blow dry so it can help the mousse go inside the braids and make everything a lot better. This took about 2 hours with the braids and the haircut. Remember, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what other braids you guys want to see. And if you also want to learn how to cut hair. So, here we go. And if you don't know how to braid, hit that subscribe button. Let's go! Woo! Yes, sir! Damn, man. This is clean. Clean, clean, clean. 4 braids, freestyle with a haircut. How you feel, man? How you like it?
Hey, loving it, man.
You love it?
Loving it.
He ready for Vegas, man. Hey, hit that subscribe button. If you don't know how to braid, hit that subscribe button. If you don't know how to braid, hit that subscribe button. Love y'all. Let's go! Cut it, man.